Hello and welcome once again, fellow gamers. This is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Rising World Survival Series 2. Yeah, mine is coming on a little bit. As you can see, I've dug all the way down here and it kind of gone round the corner. I haven't found any even remotely interesting ores yet, so we've looked out on that one, but I have got quite a bit of stone, although this thing isn't great for gathering stone. Well, it isn't great for gathering anything, to be honest. It suffices, it does the job, but not ever so well. So we're going to get on today. If you remember, we've got our little primitive camp here with more or less everything that we need, but only in basic form. We're surrounded by animals, and we can't kill any of them because this is no good for that either. We want to start making ourselves a nice little medieval village, and I've decided that the best place to start, the most obvious place to start, is with our starter hut, which is going to be a logging cabin. So one of the things I've been gathering is wood, oddly enough, but also saplings. Where did I put them? Here they are. Look, I've actually gathered some saplings as well, because we want to make sure, excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. We want to make sure that our cabin is surrounded by woodland, funnily enough. Now, is this a sapling? Hooray, let's have that one too. I've probably plonked them all over the place, haven't I? But I'm just gathering them for the moment because, yes, we want to put woodland... Hello, that's not what I meant to do. Not the first time I've done it either. We want to put woodland around our cabin. So the first thing we're going to do today, though, we're going to start building our cabin. And it's not going to be a grand affair, of course. It's just a little logging shack. We're going to start by heading for them there hills and the ores that we can see growing out of them. Okay, Daisy, excusey me. And there's some more down there as well. Chiefly, we want iron ore. Yes, this is the stuff right here. There's some back down there by the pig, and I'm not quite sure what kind of... there's some aluminium, and then the other one looks like it might be copper. Really, what we need is iron, because we need to put it through our little primitive forge. Thank heaven for our primitive forge, because otherwise we're never going to get any metal tools, or not very quickly anyway. There we go. So we'll take some of this, and if we can find some more coal to power our furnace, then we'll do that too. Because we haven't got ever so much of that so far. But at least we've got somewhere to put all our stuff now. Okay, I think we've finished that little bit. Now we've got some coal over here, so... we'll take that as well. So the plan for the village then, basically... Oh, look, there's something behind that as well. Sometimes you do find ores behind other ores, so it's worth mining. Now, as I say, nothing in our particular mine just yet. We're not going to need aluminium at the moment. I think the devs must have listened when people said aluminium was, you know, rarer than platinum or something, because you just couldn't find the stuff anywhere. Because now it's absolutely everywhere. So there we go. So yeah, our village, basically we're going to start with this. Then after that we're probably going to have to place our farm, because we want to be able to grow crops and such. And that's going to be a rather bigger project. So it's basically going to be a series of mini projects within one uber project. Would you just break that block, please? I don't mind getting more stone at this point either, because we're going to make our woodsman's cabin mostly out of wood, but of course we're going to need a bit of stone, because we're going to want to put a fireplace in there so that we can cook meat as and when we can actually butcher animals. Okay, that looks like it might possibly have some coal in, but I'm not sure, it might not. Oh look, there's another dead cow. Excellent. This is terrible, isn't it? Oh, she's not dead. She's got her head above water. Oh no, she is dead. Nice! Here we go. Sorry to profit from your demise, Daisy, but these watering holes might just be our saviour to start with. We'll just have to keep checking and make sure that... yeah, there are water traps. There are animal water traps. Who'd have thought it? Is this iron as well? No, that is copper. I'm not too bothered about copper at the moment. If we can find some more iron, that would be good. There's some tomatoes over there. There's some more aluminium. My goodness. More aluminium than anything else. Let's check out this bit down by this pig, but I'm fairly sure... Oh, there's some pine trees over there. That's worth knowing. They're good for wood as well. Might have to take a few of those, actually. Let's just grab ourselves. Because I didn't come this far in my search before. No, that's a flower. Okay, of course we've got to be careful with pine, because there can be bears and such around. There's a deer down there, but we've nothing to fear from a deer. My, but this stone axe is slow. I can't wait to upgrade it to iron. Is that iron over there? I think it might be copper, actually. Let's take the trunk as well, the stump as well, rather. Oh my word. Wow, 12 hits on the trunk and about 8 on the stump, or more, possibly even than that. So let's hope it's worth it in terms of the amount of wood it yields. Now, it's quite difficult to find the logs, of course. They tend to roll downhill and such, and that one, how can I even get it? Yes. And have we got any saplings? Because saplings would be really good too. But I don't see any. I don't see any, and at the moment I can't bear to get any more, to be quite honest with you. Oh, this is copper. That's iron. This one here is iron. Now all we have to do is get up to it. This is iron, isn't it? Yes, this is definitely iron. So we're going to take this, and then I think we'll start building our woodsman's cabin. There we go. Actually, I quite like the fact that you can hear what you're hitting by the sound that the hammer makes. Is that coal there? Could just be dirt. It's dirt and it's just dark. There we go. Okay. And there's some more ore down there, actually. And I'm not quite sure. Let's see if we can get down there without killing myself. If that is iron or... Ooh, that's copper. That is definitely copper. And that's copper also. And I can't remember where the other bit was that I saw. Over there. There's a great big chasm down there, so I don't want to fall down that if I could help it. That's also copper. Okay, so lots of copper. But that seam of iron that I just took was really quite large. So that's great. So that gives us some starter iron, which is better than the 3 pieces we managed to find the first day. So let's head back, because grief, this terrain is extremely lumpy. And I'm going to keep an eye on my water traps to see if they catch us any more prey. Because animals stumbling into them and drowning is brilliant, given we can't apparently cosh them with a stone axe. Okay, back to camp we go. Alright. And we have... Yeah, you see this pig looks like he's thinking about it, doesn't he? Okay, so let's put some iron in our furnace. Now, I'm not quite sure how much. Let's get the sapling out of there. Put coal... we've got some beef steaks that we can put on our fire as well, actually, so we should probably do that. I'm not sure how much coal we have in here. Let's just see. Let's just put some of that in there. Oh, it's maxed. Okay, well, that's unfortunate then, because unfortunately I think I may have just put some in it, even when I couldn't put any in it. There we go. Okay, so we've got more pieces of ore than we can actually physically fit in this furnace, which is nice. There we go, but that'll do for starters. And let's put the rest of our ore in here. We've got some dirt there, got some iron ore there, some more coal there, and a bit more stone there. Alright, there we go. We've got some pine logs there. Sadly, no actual saplings, but... There you go, you can't have everything. Alright, let's have these on to cook, and I'll have to remember they're doing, because otherwise we'll end up with them burned, and they're no use to us burned. There we go, lovely. Alright, so, now we're going to get, we'll just move that out of the way, and my torch actually. Hello? Hello, can I move it? Thank you. Oh yes, we've got hide. Now we've also got... Yeah, we've got a few of those in there now, which is great. And we've got some saplings there. We'll put those, place those where we know where our house is going to be. And then we're going to get... we'll just pick up all these logs for the time being, because making log cabins or making any... Oh, hello. Making any kind of blocks can be really an expensive job. So, let's just... I want to defavourite and empty my favourites list, actually, so that then we've actually got a new favourites. We can start all over again with our favourites. So let's have wood blocks, and we probably... Do we want wood planks as opposed to wood blocks? We probably do, because these all look a little bit too... We need something a bit more raw than that for our cabin. I always go for this one here. Although we could go for that one there, I suppose. But that one looks kind of the most natural wood block to me. And we have to remember, I have to remember, that we make 6 at a time and not go overboard. So let's make a few of these. We're going to make, we should make it just with wooden floor, shouldn't we? And should we make the outside of it look different? We could use that for the flooring, actually, couldn't we? Yes, I might have that for the flooring. Or actually that one might look quite good as well. Actually, that might make quite good cabin walls, might it? And that said, perhaps that one there is the ideal one for the floor. Okay. Oh, my goodness me. I didn't mean to do that. This is what I meant. So we'll have, I don't know, we'll have about 36 blocks of that. And I'm almost certain we're going to need more blocks of that. But first and foremost, we need to establish where this actually is going to be. Now, this bugs me. I'm going to take care of it because great big spike of stone sticking up out of the ground like that is just annoying. Now, what we've got here is a great big wide valley in between mountains and woodland and all that, so it's kind of ideal for setting up an established, establishment, a settlement, establishing a settlement or setting up an establishment. Though we will do that too. What we want to do is make sure that our woodman's cabin is not too far from trees, not too far from this watering hole here. So in point of fact, I'm going to make sure that that watering hole is out back of, we need to be near the furnace too, out back of it. So we're going to basically put it sort of here-ish. One of the first things I'm going to make, folks, is a rake. I swear, once we've got iron, one of the first things I'm going to make is a rake, because quite frankly, I'm kind of fed up of trying to deal with all this grass and not be able to see a thing, and I want to be able to level the terrain. So let's see if we can make our cabin kind of here-ish. Let's just do this now. I can't really see what I'm doing here. There we go. So there's the first bit of flooring. We'll go to there. If we make it 3 by, well, that's 2 we've got there. 3, 4, 6. Okay, so that's 10 by 8. And I want it to be, yeah, we've run out of wood. I want it to be more of a rectangular. So I want it to be longer than it is. So we're going to need to make it longer in this direction, I think, by quite a bit. Even though it's not ever so large. That's not what I want. I want this, even though it's not ever so large. Let's just make, there we go. That should suffice. I don't want to overdo it. So yes, even though it's a small structure, it still needs to be big enough for us to fit all the basics in. Okay, we're nearly there, but we do need to get rid of this bit of dirt here. Ah, the kingdom for a rake. Okay, now we should be able to place these last ones there. Okay, but we're still going to have to take care of this bit of encroaching land. There we go. And in the meantime, I'm starving to death, obviously. So we're going to have to go and dunk our face in the lake. Although the apples will help with hydration a little. There we go. We do get an eating sound. But it's unclear, really, when you've finished eating the apple. The animation doesn't make it ever so clear. I do like the animals though. I'm enjoying those quite a lot. Okay, here we go. Bit more immersion for the immersion junkie types, like myself. Okay, for the moment that will do. Do we think that's going to be big enough? I think maybe we need to make it 1 block deeper at the back there. There we go, so that's our foundation. Nice, and it's going to be facing in this direction over here. Now, I've got some beefsteaks, which I don't want to be burned. Oh, rats. That is annoying. That is annoying. They always seem to take absolute forever. There is no point in keeping those. They will not do us any good at all. They always seem to take absolutely forever to cook. And then, yeah, you try and you don't wait for them, and bingo, they're burned. So, so much for that one. Iron tools is what we need. Let's head to the furnace. I don't want to be watching my pots, do I, really? Because they never boil when you're watching them. Okay, here we go. We have a few more ingots. Let's see if we can get some more ore in there as well. There we go. And we're doing some more. And it's going to take a while to get through the stack and be able to make all of that while we're... well, we only have a little teeny forge like that, but it's better than nothing, which is what we've always had before. So I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, great. So that's that. So we've got a little foundation here. It's either getting dusky or it's going to start chucking it down, or possibly both. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, we could do with some walls for this place now, and I've no doubt whatsoever that we're going to run out of wood before we actually get to the point of being able to finish our cabin, but at least we can do the basics. Now, I've decided this one here would be good because it kind of almost looks, well, loggy, doesn't it? So, we're going to get a load of these. We know we're going to need like 100 or something, so we'll get a load of them. There we go. And we want our door to be at the front, obviously, and this is going to be the front here. So let's just start with place our log walls around like this. We're probably not going to want the door to be exactly there. Let's just put it there. There we go. And this is going to be a very small place. Got the sound of my feet. Sounds like I'm wearing flip-flops, but I'm not actually wearing anything on my feet. I shouldn't be slapping quite so enthusiastically on the ground like that. Okay, there we go. There we are, finally. There we go. Okay, and we're losing the light, so what I'll probably do is go to bed, and we'll carry on with this when daylight returns. Alrighty, there we go. So we've got all of the corners here, and I have no idea why I've got such a random stack of these blocks. Very strange. There we go. And we're going to need, obviously, to put, well, with almost all the corners. Easy. I can do vertical now. So we're going to have to work out where our windows want to be, and they don't want to be at that level. They probably want to be at this level. So let's just fill in the meantime, and we're going to run out, aren't we, before we can even get around again. There we are. We're going to want them probably not to be there, right up against there, and they're not probably going to be particularly large windows either. So there we go. All right, back we go. We'll see how many of these we can actually make. I don't know how many logs I've actually got left. Max, you see, not that many. So I reckon we're probably not going to be able to put a roof on this thing today, but I don't know. In an ideal world, I'd like to have a roof on it that's not wood anyway. I'd like to be able to put a metal roof on, but they're so expensive, and at this point, really, we can't do that. So if we can get something that looks, well, stone. We can get something, one of the stone blocks that looks more like shingles. That would be the way to go, I think. Okay, and then we must have a full stack of 64. There we go. So let's work out where our windows need to be. We're going to have one here, which is just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 blocks there. Should we have one that large? Probably not, to be honest. I think we'll have 2 here. Both of 2 blocks. There we go. And we'll have one at the side, which is 2 blocks. That'll work out. There we go. And then we'll do the same at this end. There we are. And then this one here will probably ought to have a 2-block window as well. Nice. Okay. And then we need to put our fireplace probably here, actually. So we should probably make that sooner rather than later. Let's just see how many more of these blocks we can put in. How annoying! So we've got like 2 blocks from the completed walls, which is really irritating. Okay, so I don't think I've got no wood left. I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's it. Apart from these 2 blocks here, which are the right kind. So we're going to put those in here, just there, and we're going to get ourselves a bit of stone. I've just put it back again, haven't I? That is not what I meant to do. Right. I don't want it in my hands though. There we go. Okay, let's see if our furnace has finished that. Yes, it has. Nice. There we go. And we're going to need an anvil or what have you, but I think probably a blacksmith is going to be the first thing that we build apart from the farm. So food first, then iron. I think that's the way it's going to go. And our farmhouse is going to be stone. So we've got our favourite. Let's just favourite that wood plank as well, because we need 2 more of those when we can make them. And then we want some stone bricks or stone blocks. Let's see, cobblestone for our fireplace, and we want something fairly rustic looking, like that for example. Let's see if there's anything even more rustic looking than that. That's more like gravel, isn't it? No, I think that's the one. Let's hit favourite. Now, again, I always underestimate how many of these we're going to need. But in this case, I really don't think we're going to need that many. We're going to need some shaped ones as well, I think. Let's make 2 like that, and we'll try making some sort of diagonal like that as well. We might need 4 of those. Okay, not absolutely certain at this point what this thing's going to look like. Let's go and see if we can put something together. Now, obviously, we're going to need a space big enough for a campfire to go in there. Let's just see if we can make ourselves a fireplace. No, because we need a piece of log. Damn it, man. Well, the sensible thing to do would be to place our fireplace first, wouldn't it? We're going to have to plant a lot of trees around here as well. And that's the last thing that we shall do today. So I don't want to cut down any of those trees. Let's go over here. Okay, here we go. So, let's see. We need to make ourselves a campfire, a fireplace. There we go. And we can also make 2 more of those blocks to finish this off. Let's go to our favourites menu. It's this one here. And yeah, the least we can make is 6 in point of fact. There we go. So, alright. Now, let's have our fireplace. First and foremost, how big is that thing? It's about that size, isn't it? Let's see. Maybe I should actually put it here. Maybe I'm going to have more usable space. Where is going to be the best place to put it? Here and forget about the window? Quite possibly, actually. Let's just put it there. Oops. Yes, that's not how we turn things in this game. We turn them like that. There we go. There we go. And then this one, we should just block in completely. There we go. Lovely. Alright, and then we're going to need these. Let's just move that for the time being and see what we can construct. Kind of like that. It may as well be this kind of height. Let's just see if we can do that. That. And then I've got these. So we can do this. And then these. Look at that. It's almost as if I planned it, isn't it? There we go. Now, what we are going to need, of course, that needs to go to there. But we also need, probably, to take out the blocks behind the fireplace. Yeah, which I can't do from here. In favour of making them stone. So I'm going to have to go to the exact middle of the wall back here. And I'm pretty sure this is the right block. Let's hope so anyway. There we go. Yep, that's the one. And this one here as well. And we probably could do with stone underneath the fire. Just that I can't do that without destroying the fire probably. So, and then these 2 here as well. Just because it just doesn't look right otherwise. And the whole of this back wall probably ought to be stone as well in actual fact. Just so it looks like a chimney. There we go. So we're going to need a bit more of that, aren't we? Just to be able to put a kind of a chimney here. Can I assume I'm going to be able to take those out and replace them with stone, but it's a little difficult to tell. Okay, let's just make a few more of these. There we go. And if there's more there than we need, which there probably isn't anyway, if there's more there than we need, then we can actually use them to make a chimney up top of the house when we actually have a roof as well. So let's just place that there. There we go. Okay, now probably one of the most useful things we could make with iron as well is going to be a ladder. A ladder? No. Probably one of the most useful things we're going to be able to make with iron is actually going to be a sledgehammer, so that we can actually take away some of the blocks once we have crafted them. Looks like we could do with some more blocks there. We've got 2 left, but I'm not sure if I want square ones there. In some senses, having rounded ones might be quite nice, actually. So I might do that. Now, furnace is fine. Okay, so the last thing I want to do, probably, now, I think probably we can't, let's see. We get these. We probably have to make an anvil. We can pick up anvils, right? So we can pick up anvils. Let's just see. Construction resources. Okay, not that one. Here. We need to make, basically, miscellaneous. We need to make, not one of those, a cooking grill. One of these. Iron rods and iron plates. So actually, for that, we're going to need an anvil, aren't we? So we may as well make an anvil, because we could pick up an anvil, but we need 24. We only have 19, so that's going to have to wait a bit. But we're going to need an anvil to make all sorts of other things. And I want a cooking grill for my fire in there. For the moment, we've got this one here, so it's no biggie. But I will, for the time being, just see if I can find the rounded one of these. Yep, there we are. And we need 4 of those. There we go. And that is going to more or less finish off our house. Well, it's not. It's going to finish off the fire. There we go. Lovely. Nice. Okay, there we go. So that's going to finish off the fire. And then obviously we're going to put windows in the place. We're going to put a door on it as well. And a roof would be nice. And then we're going to sort of put some furniture in it as well. And yeah, I want to make a rake. But again, I think we need an anvil in order to start making things like that. So let's see. Tools. We want to make a rake, for example. We need 2 sticks. Actually, we can make a rake pretty quickly. So that's great. Let's do that. Because, yay, we need one. Okay, axe and pickaxe. Oh, nice. Look at these. Look at these. Right, we're going to have some of these. Axe, pickaxe. Nice stuff. Sickle. That's going to be useful as well. Oh, look, these have all got new models. Oh, wow, they look so much better. Nice. Sledgehammer. Absolutely. Let's have that. And all of this good stuff. We're going to need all of these stuff. But for the moment, I'm going to put away my stone axe because it's rubbish. There we go. I'm going to put away the last little bit of wood I've got there, which isn't ever so much. And then the last thing we're going to do today, as I said, we're going to just plant out a load of these trees. And we will deal with tools and what have you later. So I've got 3 types of trees, and we have to place them all around this cabin of ours. Let's have a willow near to the door, and then we're going to have a load of birch. So we're not going to be able to pick up that furnace, but it wasn't particularly expensive to make, so that's cool. We'll have some maple as well. Let's not put a maple right next to there. Let's put it here, shall we? Because they're bigger trees, the maple. There we go, and we'll have one there as well. Some more birch. We'll just bung them everywhere at the moment. We just want to make sure this place is nicely forested. And we're going to put a willow tree right next to the water, because that's where willow trees like to grow. In fact, let's put 2 of them there. That is where you'll always find willows. We have 1 more birch tree, and we'll have that here. There we go. And we've got 1 more willow tree as well, and we'll just pop that there for the minute. Okay, so every time I gather saplings. Basically, I'm going to just put them all the way around the outside of the back of this cabin here, and we're just going to plant woodland. Basically, we're going to plant woodland all the way around here, so each episode there'll probably be more and more saplings and more trees growing here, which is fab, because that's exactly where you want a woodman's cabin to be. So there we go, there we are, folks. Home sweet home for the time being. It's not, yeah, it's not great. It hasn't got a roof, it hasn't got a door or windows, but we will get there. In the next episode, we'll place a roof on it, probably use some stone blocks, so I'll do a bit more mining in the meantime. Oh, looks like I'm about to die of dehydration. Let's get that sorted out. Canteen would be good, it really would at this point. Yeah, in the next episode, we will put a roof on this place, and we will see if we can get it furnished as well. Get a door on it, just in case of bear attack, and then we can shut the door on the outside world and live like a more civilized person. Okay, guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button and let me know. Also, feel free as ever to leave your hints, tips, comments, and suggestions in the comments. And I will see you guys, I hope, in the next episode. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye-bye for now.